Hey, hey. Good evening. Connecting to multi-streaming destinations. Hey, Amy. Hey, Cheryl. How are you guys doing this evening? My YouTube folks were ready, baby. They were on there. How'd you guys like our new thumbnail? I added your picture, babe.
I saw.
Are you playing music?
I am. I'm
Okay.
letting it play out, so that's fine. You can go.
Good evening, everybody. Am I good to talk?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking. I don't be talking over the music. Good evening. How are you guys this evening? Thank you so much for joining us. David's going to see if he can find me. Hopefully.
Now it wants me to select the number that's on my TV.
Oh, stop it.
I swear. Nope, we're not pushing any more buttons. All right. So there we go. All right. We have Amy and Cheryl on YouTube. Now I only have one device.
I know.
I did say he could.
Yeah. You want me to read off of?
Nope. I'm going there right now.
You're gonna go to both. Oh, well, you have your laptop. Oh, but he has the kitties. You want my phone, babe?
Nope. I'm fine.
Oh, I think I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hold on.
No.
Because you know somebody's gonna call me right now.
We are. Yeah. Do that part.
Focus. Do not disturb. Are you sure you don't want my phone, babe?
I am sure. I can go back and forth between them. I'm watching you on YouTube while I'm looking for you on Facebook.
Don't you lose comments when you go back and forth? Hey.
As long as I keep it on, I should be okay.
Why not just use my phone?
Because I don't understand your phone.
I mean, I'm just going to put it on Roycycled and then...
Your phone confuses me.
My phone confuses you?
It does.
Roycycled treasures.
Yes. Memory Williams says hello. Flea says she likes the new thumbnail. Tammy Marie Martin. Sheila Mortensen Tegan and Nancy J. Camp Avalos over on the Facebooks. And while you are playing with your phone, I'm going to say, if you are on Facebook, please, which is this?
That's Facebook.
Okay.
And then you can do yours on YouTube if you want.
Okay.
You know.
If you are on the Facebooks, we would appreciate if you would share it, make a comment, hit an emoji, whichever emoji you would like. And I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, on Facebook, right? It's share, comment, and like. Basically.
Like, love, hate, you know.
It really does help the channel. If you're on YouTube, what we'd like you to do is subscribe. That really is a big help if you subscribe.
Yes.
Comment also helps. It's a weird thing. So if you comment and if you hit the thumbs up, it really does make a difference. If you subscribe, you can hit the bell and you can custom your notifications so you don't have to have like everything on YouTube send you a message.
Yes. I have enough alerts already on my phone. I don't need extra alerts.
Popcorn?
And we do have little people with us tonight, so.
What do you want?
I want applesauce.
Applesauce with a popsicle. All right.
Well, how about we finish our popsicle first?
Yeah, let's finish the popsicle first, and then we'll have applesauce, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we have little people here.
I have like a rubber band going right across my words here. Tony said she just walked in the door from our show this weekend. Oh, Tony, I can't wait to hear how it went. I think Tony and Flea both had shows this weekend.
Yeah, Flea, I think I saw Flea comment on a show with her and Ken. I thought I saw that.
Maybe, I think she did a live from her booth, yes.
Okay.
But I know she and Tony both had shows this weekend. But let's say hi to everybody, babe.
We did.
Did you say hi to everybody
Well,
already?
I mean, I said hi to as many people as was on when I said hi.
Okay.
So, all right, let's see. Who else do we have now? Since I said the first time, Connie Berkram, Sheila. Let's see. Kathleen O'Brien Hoovers from Illinois. Chris Schmidt. Memory Williams. Tammy Marie Martin. Shannon Booth. Celestine. Right. Celestine. Because it's Celeste. Teen.
Yes.
Celestine Todd. Diane Fanning, the Salt Box Shop. Ooh, David Bell is watching. Janet Taylor Borgers said very sad Olympic ending. We didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Oh.
Tony Baldessaro Webb, Kathy Parrish, Isaac White, Seed Designs and Unique Finds, Julie Burton, Carla Lanning. I said Marty Hardy, didn't I? Hi, kids. Good to hear your little people. Anna Suarez, Robert Cindy Ledbetter. Now, if that's, you should be playing the blues. I'm just saying. Last name Ledbetter. I want to hear an out-of-tune guitar. That's all I'm saying.
That's all you said.
That's
Thank you, Tammy.
Phyllis Hayes, Irene Natcham, Dawn Groves, Muriel Elkins, Deb Lancaster, Kathy Parrish, Mary Monin Giddens, and then over on, your phone. I'm scared of your phone. You're on the...
Don't be scared, baby.
No, I'm scared I'm going to drop it. On YouTube, let's see. Yolanda Payton Jones, Jean Hicks, Nancy Reeves, Amy Waters from Easton, Pennsylvania. Nancy is in Reeves, Texas. Made on Maple Lane. Cheryl Newton from Arkansas, West Coast Contessa. That is a great name.
That is a great name.
That is a wonderful name. Good job, West Coast Contessa. Wendy Kramer, Connie Barr, Luann Vasallo, Vicky Moore, and Stephanie made on Maple Lane retracted a message, which means she probably misspelled something and just deleted it, because that's what I do.
Well, good evening, everyone. You guys, thank you so much for being here. If you are new to Roycycled, my name is Royce, and the voice you hear behind the camera is my husband, David Bell, Royce and David Bell, and together we make up Roycycled Treasures. So, I'm actually going to be finishing a project tonight, Flea, since you called me out last Sunday. I'm just saying. Before we get started, we started this project, you guys remember, a couple weeks ago. Look at, see, it's wapajawed. It's like, anyways, it's fine. It'll be fine.
We have one other person here. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Did you pull? Oh, okay. He's
So-
watching his kitties. He doesn't have time for you.
Yeah.
Let me put it on the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we started with an oatmeal box because we love making the smash can. Look at how whoppy jaw that is. It needs to be over like a whole inch. Making a smash can wall pocket, but instead of trying to smash like an aluminum can, we started with our oatmeal box, which is round, right? And I think it's cool because it makes it a little taller too. So we are going to finish it tonight.
Karen Moyer said, just realized this afternoon I missed your whatnot on Friday.
You know what? I really didn't advertise a whole lot because I was so tired, y'all. I almost didn't do it. So we did it, but it was really half-assed.
It was very short, not a ton of stuff. We'll be on
Yeah.
again this Friday.
We'll be on again Friday, and so I'll make sure to send out reminders and stuff. And if you guys would like to join us on Whatnot, I do have. Did I make a? I don't think I made a.
There's a. You said a. Excuse. Hold on one second. You had a link where somebody gets a credit if it's their first time.
Yes. I don't know if I have it set up though. I'm fired.
Okay. Well, watch the Facebook group. Right, Roycycled
Yes.
Treasures.
And then I'll send out an email too this week
There you go.
with the link so that you guys get $15. So to download the app is free, and then I'm gonna send out a link in this week's email, giving you guys a link where you'll get $15 to spend on Whatnot.
But that's-
You don't have to spend it on my show. You can spend it on any auction, but
Oh, you're all done. Thank you. But that is only for first timers.
yes, that's only for first timers. So if you're already on Whatnot, you can't use it. If you've used, because I have like 24 people that have signed up using my link, but they haven't spent their Whatnot dollars yet. So I was just looking on my backside today.
I'm impressed. You should see her. She doubles back.
Huh?
You're double jointed.
Who's double jointed?
Well, if you're looking on your backside.
Oh, no. Anyways, so, yeah. But we'll be on Whatnot on Friday, and I'll have a lot more stuff. I got to go to George's and pull out some more stuff from my scrap pile. And he made me some more acorns and pumpkins using the old ceiling tile too.
Yeah,
so
people like those.
they do.
Well, because they can do something with them.
Yes, and so the things that I sell on Whatnot, you guys, I sell things I've made. I sell some vintage items for you guys to upcycle, and I also sell kind of like craft supplies, but they're like stuff that you guys see us upcycling. So I sold some Christmas trees. I think I have some houses that I'm going to be listing this week, the wood houses. So just different craft supplies so that you guys can upcycle at home if you're someone who doesn't necessarily have like power tools.
So we have a couple of questions real quick. Kathleen Hoovis, the
Yes.
off-center would drive me nuts. How can you fix it? Are there more than one way?
The off center, I don't, other than pulling these off and starting all over, there's really no way for me to fix it.
All right, hold on.
So I
We
guess
do-
I can.
We do have another question that's related to that, though.
Okay.
Melissa Q.E. Gomez, can you take the staples out from the bottom and recenter?
Oh, that would be a good idea before I like do it, huh?
See, I don't just interrupt you to interrupt you. Sometimes
Sometimes.
I have pertinent information. And Flea asks, what's the knife you're using?
You know what? These are, I bought a set of these a while ago, and I'm going to try to show you guys the tips, but it's really hard with this camera sometimes. Let's wait and see if she can focus. The tips are like really sharp, and I love it because the tips are retractable, right? Because I love my X-Acto knife, but sometimes, you know, I've stabbed myself a few times, right? Because you know how we put things away. So these are really cool because they're retractable. And you have different kind of blades. I'll have to put something. Do I have these in my Amazon store? I'll have to put these in my Amazon store because you get like 6 or 7 different ones, and each one has a different blade on the end. So they're really cool.
Angie Champagne asks, how do we use the $15 on Whatnot?
When you bid, if you have a credit of $15, it'll just come off of that credit before it comes off your credit card. So like I got my $15 credit from Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs, and then I popped on to a live auction and I spent my $15. I also spent some of my own money too, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Susan Chilberg says, no sound. Is anybody else having that problem? Because it sounds okay to me here.
Is anybody else having problems with sound? Hey, Redeemed. Somebody's from Indiana. Oh, Kathleen Hoovis is from Indiana. And so I'm just trimming off the excess paper. I left off exactly where we left off the last time. And I don't think I have my staple out here. I'm gonna move forward and pretend like it's not off-centered. But that's a good idea. You could remove the staples and redo it, but my stapler's in the house. It doesn't live out here. I brought it out here just for you guys when we worked on this project.
So we're hearing that sound is good. So, yeah, I hate to say this, Susan. Well, if you've got the, what do you call it, the subtitles, closed captioning on,
Yeah.
it will say what I'm about to say, which is back out, reload.
Yeah, try going back out and coming back in, Susan.
And what is your Amazon store link again?
I do have, if you're on YouTube, here's a link for my Amazon shop. And do I have it programmed? Try hashtag Amazon and see if you get a message on Facebook. Hashtag Amazon. Although I think I took that one off, but it may still be on, you guys. Because I don't think David has that link saved. I wish there was a way to like park a whole bunch of links. If you guys know a way that David could like save links somewhere so that he could put them in.
Well, sometimes I do. So
Where do you save them?
if you send me it on Messenger, I can get them on both my devices.
Oh.
If you send them to me on text, I can only get them on my phone.
Okay.
I do not have an Apple.
Actually, iPhone to me, when I had my other phone and I saved something, it would save it all on my clipboard and I could choose. Apple just forgets it after a while. Like if you don't use it, whatever you copied in like a few minutes, it's gone. Unless there's probably some trick to that too that I just don't know of. So I am trimming this, you guys. Whoops. I'm sorry. I'm just talking. So this is trimmed. It's not perfect. I'm going to go in later and maybe with some paint and kind of, you know, it's not bad though. It's pretty good. I'm going to take a brush and go around my edges and make sure they're tacked down. And I'm going to have to use a skinty brush today because my space is super skinny. And I'm having a hot flash right now because why not? So I'm going to lift my edges up. See how it's not tacked down really well? It's not a big deal. I'm just going to go under it right here with some of my clear coats. And I believe this is 1 hour enamel I have in my my container. Although whatever you guys use, if you're using crystal clear, chandelier, or I don't think people usually use Big Top, but Wise Owl varnish, Wise Owl's 1 hour enamel, it all works. So whatever you have on your craft table will work.
Oh no!
Oh no! I'm not going to be able to sell this one because it's whopper jawed, so I'm going to go ahead and decorate it for myself. I'll put it on my porch.
Yeah. Christy Wittenberg saved them in notes on the phones, and with my Samsung, I can also get it on my tablet if I want. I've got a really old tablet, so it really does not communicate.
The ladies in my membership were telling me that I need to get you a new tablet because they hear you every Sunday say you need a new tablet.
Well, I'm not saying I need a new tablet. I'm just saying I have an old tablet.
Yeah.
And so that's just the deal.
Remember how we talked about dry snitching, baby?
No, I'm not. Look, it still works. I drove my last car for 12 years, and it was 10 years old when I bought it.
Yes.
So I will keep it going as long as it's working. But I also understand my limitations.
Yes.
That's all.
Oh my gosh, look at me. I am pouring. Is it hot in here?
It is unfortunately an internal furnace. I'm sorry to say. It's actually comfortable.
It's comfortable.
I'm sorry.
I'm all alone in my misery. Okay. Woo! I should have got my fan. Marty sent me a neck fan. I should have worn it, but then the mic, it would be like blowing in the mic. Okay.
Nancy
so
Reeves
that's all
says
trimmed.
hot flashes are just the way we roll.
That's just the way we roll. So you guys, when I'm working with my resin, you know how when you have like a little extra resin in your cup, I don't like to waste things. So if I have like a little extra resin in my cup, or if I have it measured right, I'll just take my pours and I'll pour it, and then I'll pop them out, and then I just keep them in these things. And so rather than making new trim, I figured we'd go in here and we'd find something that would work. And then I found some mushrooms, so I kind of want to include those too.
Susan Boehner, Whitmore Glazer, came on late. Looks like you're finishing up a previous project. It's
Yes.
true.
I am. That's what I'm supposed to be doing over the next few weeks, is finishing up projects that I've started with you guys. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, I've been doing a good job. Last week we did a new project, but
Yes. Marty Hardy, Royce, I know how you feel. I only accepted the hot flashes in the winter when I could sit in the snow.
there's never snow. Well, I shouldn't say never snow. Like every once in a 10 years we get snow here.
Saltbox Shop. What also works great to use is to cut off bottoms and crimp sap pails.
Yeah, we know. And I have some aluminum ones, but for some ladies it's hard, right? If you don't have tools, you can't really crimp those with your hands, or you'll need somebody with hands to do it. So I thought it would be cool to do the oatmeal box just to see, just an option, right?
The most of us can do.
Yes. And it's another way to repurpose something. I'm trying to figure out which trim I want to use. I think I'm going to go with this one because it's long enough.
Kathy Sanchez is watching.
Hi, Kathy.
Miss Kathy's watching. Yeah, can you say hi to Kathy? Say
I got tea.
There you go. She's our in-law. And
I
she
am-
is Nana.
Yes.
While you are selecting,
Yes.
we are
Perfect.
taking waitlist, right?
Oh yeah, so you guys were asking about the membership last week. I promised my Roycycled Besties membership members that I would give them first option to buy their tickets for the retreat. And so I'm gonna go ahead and give them first dibs, and then any seats we have left over will be like open to the public. And I do have the wait list here. I meant to send you the link. I didn't ever do that, did I? Oh, if you put hashtag retreat in the comments, hashtag retreat, no space, you will get a message from Facebook if you're on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, here is a QR code for the Roycycle wait list.
And Kathy says, hello, how are you?
I don't know, girl. I'm over here sweating.
She got the baby for a little while. She got to see her
Oh,
granddaughter.
yeah, she did.
Our shared granddaughter.
Yes. Because the kids went to go pick up the car in the valley, and it was
Yeah.
too hot to take the baby over there.
Yeah, and they stopped over to see Nana. So Nana got her. And our daughter-in-law says the same thing. Once she walks in that house, baby is in Nana's hands. And that baby does not want to come out of Nana's hands.
No.
I'm telling you, I hate to say it because it feels bad because I have to say it to you.
What?
Nana's going to be Tiana's favorite.
We'll see.
I think she already is.
I know. She is.
She is.
It's okay.
I know. That just means that Dom and Ariana have to have another one.
Oh, Lord.
'Cause
Baby.
I- 'cause-
Slow down.
Because Grandpa is Damar's favorite.
These kids can't afford babies nowadays,
I
man.
know. I know.
I mean, you know.
Put my 2 on it. Let's go.
So, you guys, since this is driving us crazy that this is off center, let's play with the balance a little bit. How about if we put a couple of mushrooms over here on the side, and we'll make it look like we did it on purpose.
So Marty asked, what again are you using to cut the trim? Or what did you use?
This is, I don't know what it's called. I have to put this stuff in my Amazon store. I bought it because, look, it has like a little miter thing on there. So like if you were making a frame with your trim, you could actually like miter it. It is really cool. I don't know what it's called. I'll put a link up for this because it is really cool. And it's strong enough for me, even though my hands are not good today, I'm not having a super hard time cutting these.
Kathy said, hello, Damar.
Hello!
Irene Natcham got on late. What are we making?
We are finishing our wall pocket, Irene. I'm gonna just clip this just so it'll be flat on the bottom because I want it to be flat against the trim.
All right, 1. You get to push, hold on, you get to push 1 button.
Oh man, what are you guys pushing over there?
Push 1. All right, you can push the harp.
Oh,
Okay, that's it. Gotta come over here.
okay.
Also,
think
we have a
that's
question. Is the trim clay or resin?
These are all resin bits, and so I have all my over pours that I've done, or maybe I poured something for a past project and I didn't end up using it. I just save everything, you guys, and I keep it in my bins so that I can use them for future projects. And so,
Susan Chilberg, give them time between babies.
I know.
Yeah.
Tiana is only a few weeks old, baby.
She's 6 weeks, yeah.
It takes a woman 2 years to recover from
Oh,
having a
God,
baby.
yeah. I wouldn't even think twice about wanting a baby that quick.
I think it might be 4 years, but
These, God bless these ladies who have one every year. I can't imagine it.
like physically, seriously, our bodies
Yeah.
go through such a transformation to be able to like have babies. It's a miracle. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. And that way, maybe it'll look like it's on purpose. We'll add a little weight over here, and this will be over there, and then let's do that. But we're gonna have to paint these. Now, on the ones we did last week, you guys remember, or not last week, week before last, we dusted our mold before we poured it, so they already had color, and these don't. So we're gonna paint these really quickly, and then I'm gonna paint them first though, and then we'll glue them on. So I'm gonna use, this is Amy Howard's, this is a mica powder. I want to say it's called bronze. I believe it's a bronze color. So that's what we use for the base for this one. So we're going to use the same base for this one. I don't know. I kind of want to paint these. We'll see what happens. Let's do this one first for sure.
Marty Hardy asks, have you ever had any of the molds fail from resin?
I had it happen one time, Marty, but it was my fault because I added some acrylic ink because I was trying to do something and it didn't work. But I haven't had them just fail in my molds. As long as you're doing it roughly 50-50, it doesn't even have to be exact, you guys. If you do it roughly 50-50, it works. As far as, and then I use casting resin, just to be clear. So I'm not using the 12-hour epoxy resin. I'm using the casting resin. And I use the 5 or 7-minute casting resin when I pour my molds.
Oh,
What happened?
you can tell by the giggle.
Are we fluffing over there?
It was so loud it made him look up.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and put some 1-hour enamel, clear 1-hour enamel, and I'm gonna mix it with this mica powder to make a little paint, like a metallic paint for my molds real quick.
Yeah, Susan Schilberg agrees. Bodies have to recover from one pregnancy to another. Hormones can get really into a hissy.
Well, I mean, you have to think about what a woman's body has to do in order to have a baby. Like, you produce hormones that soften up all of your joints. That's why our noses get bigger when we're pregnant, right? Like, literally. Because our body is preparing for our hips to be able to have the baby. Like, there's like physical things that happen to your body during your pregnancy.
I'm not debating. I just want you to have be the favorite of a grandchild.
Oh, I'll be the favorite eventually. Y'all have y'all days today.
Vicky Moore says the shears are called miter shears.
Miter shears. Thank you, Vicky.
They're also described as multi-angle shears. We discovered all the rocks that we put in our pocket.
Oh, you should see when he comes home from school. I don't know how he gets so many rocks in his shoes. Little boys, I remember doing laundry and finding all kinds of stuff. I had a big jar in the laundry room where I would just put all the random stuff I would find in the boys' pockets.
Now
I saw somebody on Pinterest that took all that stuff and they put it in a jar and made a lamp out of it. I thought that was a cute idea. I wish they would have thought of it. One of the things that IOD has started doing with their molds is, in the old molds, when you popped them out, your castings would be super smooth. And if you guys remember, you would paint them and your paint would just be really streaky because the surface was so smooth. But one of the kind of the updates that they made on their molds is there is like a texture inside the molds. So even though your castings look smooth, there is like a little micro texture on there that makes it really easier to paint them because the surface isn't like super smooth.
Denise Plummer Thompson, my mom had 11 of us. No wonder she was low on iron a good portion of her life.
Oh yeah. Iron, calcium, them babies just rob you. They take whatever they need.
You need me to fix it?
But we love them though.
Do we?
We do. You got mockery going on over there. I'm trying to think what I want to do with these. It would be cool if these stood out. So let's wait to paint these. Let's wait and see because I want to paint the outside of this green. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. But I feel like that copper is going to be too much of a difference if we decide to add these. I don't really like it, but I think it's a necessary evil. And I'm just like doing a dry brush because I still want that copper to show through.
Gert Gerenzer says, my youngest son used to put caterpillars in his pockets.
Oh my gosh.
And they would get loose in his room.
Oh no. Did you ever have like a butterfly or a moth? I'm just curious. I found a crunchy frog in our car one time. That was Jordan. We live in Arizona, so anytime in the car, it was just So many gross things happen in my car because I have boys. Does anybody have boys who play football? And if so, do you guys remember what those football pads smell like? Ugh.
For those of you in the northern climates, a hockey bag is the exact same.
Oh, yeah.
So
But I mean, is it 108 degrees outside with a hockey bag in your car, though?
no, but it doesn't matter. It's the exact same smell.
Oh, it's awful. It's horrible. Okay.
Because when David played football, it just brought me back to hockey.
Oh, that smell.
Yeah.
I hate to waste that. Is there something else I need to paint with this?
Amanda Velderman says she's late. What paper is that? Is that Fall Botanical?
Yes, Amanda, this is from the Fall Botanicals. You guys know what? I want to cry right now. So the Roycycled retailers will be buying the new designs next week, which I'm so happy about. We were going to spend all weekend getting prepared and being ahead of schedule because, you know, that's what we try to do. But my new paper has been sitting in Goodyear, Arizona since Thursday. I am just distraught about it. They need to hurry up and bring my stuff because I got stuff to do, baby. Tell them.
It was originally stopped for, quote, weather-related reasons.
I know. What kind of weather are y'all having in Goodyear?
I mean, it stormed the other night, but not like 3 days, nothing can get out storm.
It was supposed to be delivered on Thursday.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
We're way behind schedule. They are stressing me out.
We have Ari Sanchez watching.
Hey, Ari Nana.
So we have two Sanchez's. Denise Plummer Thompson, my husband once left a dead snake in his lunchbox.
Oh.
He had put it in there, but remembered when he heard his mother scream.
Oh, my goodness.
Amanda Velderman says she has money set aside to buy all the papers as soon as her retailer gets them.
I am hoping, Amanda, that it's soon. I always schedule things out, you know, but there's so many things that have to happen in order for things to go perfect, and I have yet to have a perfect launch.
Gert says no butterflies or moths, but it was crazy trying to gather up all the caterpillars.
All the caterpillars. Oh, my goodness.
And Robin Runcie said, yes, 3 boys all played football.
Yeah. So you know, Robin. I mean, boys are already stinky, and the football pads are worse.
Amy Walters said, new papers?
Yes, we do have new papers coming out soon. I will make an announcement of when, as soon as we get everything squared away. This is why I don't like to make announcements, because you just never know.
Right. Yeah. If she had shown you guys the papers, you'd be talking to your retailers, and your retailers would be going, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
And it's not because your retailers don't want it. It's because we don't have anything. And it's not because we don't want it. It's because the Postal Service has decided the papers need a vacation.
It's actually not even Postal Service.
Oh,
it is FedEx.
Oh, then that's for shame.
It is. I am just distraught. So let's paint the outside of our can. I want to do a green, something that you can do, like if you want your project to look like really designed, you can find a color that's not represented a lot, and you can use that color as your complement. So we only have a little bit of green here, so I think if we use green on the can, it'll be really pretty. I pulled out 2 greens. Cypress is one of the colors, although I don't think that this is going to work. I think it's too muted. Oh man, I don't even know if I have a stir stick for this. I don't think my popsicle stick is going to work very good on this. I have my silicone stir sticks, but I must not have brought any out here. I like using those because I can wash them and use them over and over again. But ultimately, I don't think this is the color, right? I just feel like it's too muted and it's a little dark.
Hi,
Although dark would be okay because I want this to feel like fall and not like spring, but that's not the color. So I pulled out some tourmaline. How do I say that name, you guys?
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline? Is it tourmaline or
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline?
And Ariana said hello.
Hello!
She came in late, so she's not mad at me yet.
So this one is light. I like this one better, but it's still a little bit cool. So I'm gonna ask my people who took my crafting and color class, what color can I add to this to warm it up? Look, we're gonna do a what do they call it in school? When you have like a surprise quiz?
Pop quiz.
We're gonna do a pop quiz. What color can I add to this to warm it up some because it's so cool?
Ariana says hello, Damar. Let's see. Shannon Booth says, driving school bus, sports trips, I thought the boys' football was bad until I drove the girls' soccer team. It was difficult not to throw up during the 2-hour drive back.
Oh my goodness.
Man Development says yellow. Susan Schilberg says yellow.
Nice. I must have did a good job in that class. Yes.
Angie Champagne says brown.
We are going to warm it up with some yellow.
Chris Schmidt says yellow.
The yellow is light and it's also really warm. So we're going to use it to warm this up.
Dorothy Leish says yellow or red. Flea says yellow or orange.
So yeah, orange would work too. Red and orange though would neutralize it, right? Because the red is a complement of green. So if I add that, it's going to neutralize it. Isn't necessarily what I want to happen. So we're just going to add a little bit of yellow to warm it up just a little bit. And I saw a question in one of the furniture painting classes about,
Barbara Gerald says chocolate. Gert Gerenzer, says brown. A lot of folks saying brown.
I don't want to darken it. I just want to warm it up a little bit because it's a little cool. So the yellow is perfect because it's lighter than the green. So it's not going to darken it, but it will warm it up some. So it's not as cool because this green on here is pretty warm. It has a lot of yellow in it. So we're just going to add a little bit of yellow to warm that up some. And I don't need it to match exactly, but I do want it to be like, kind of the same tone. I'm going to add a little bit of this cypress too.
Now, one thing I've noticed with your phone that I don't get on my phone is it tells you who's watching. Mine generally doesn't.
Oh.
Maybe, is it people that you're friends with?
No, it should tell you everybody who's watching.
No. See, mine only tells me who my friends are watching.
Oh.
So like when Vance will pop on or when Ari pops on,
it'll tell you that
it'll tell me they're watching. But
oh, you know what? I don't know how it chooses who to say is watching.
Shannon Booth says, what is the name of that green paint?
I started with what was
Tourmaline?
it? Tourmaline. This is Wise Out and Tourmaline is what I'm starting with, and then I'm warming it up a little bit so that it goes with this green a little bit better. And I'm just gonna paint this out. I didn't want to use like a cream or a white. I really wanted to use a color.
And somebody said silicone stir sticks are a great idea.
They really are.
That was Amy. Thank you, Amy.
And you know what? So the silicone stir sticks that you get for resin, it's funny because they charge you more money for them. If you look for silicone spatulas, you can get like a set of 6 and they're less expensive.
Painted Geranium says color's perfect now.
I think so, right?
Although Chris Schmidt says the color of your shirt would be perfect.
Oh, I know, like a military green.
Vanessa San Antonio, I'd love to know how to mix colors like that. Well, funny you should ask.
And I took the automation down for it. But I do have a class, it's called Crafting in Color, and it's a review of color theory. We don't go over everything, but we go over the stuff that you can implement so that you can mix your own colors so that you feel confident when you're putting colors together. And you can find it at roycycledacademy.com, I believe. It's on my page.
Now your phone is almost live. My tablet's way behind on YouTube.
See?
And usually on my phone, Facebook's way behind, YouTube is way ahead. Because there should be a delay.
Yeah.
It's being transmitted to a server and then from there coming to me, even though we're about a yard apart. So it's weird. I'm assuming just because your phone is linked into your system.
Or because it's an iPhone. Just saying.
Or it could be, I don't know.
I want David to get an iPhone, but he's resisting you guys.
No, I've now come around to the idea of doing it. I will do it, but only if I can get it for free. I ain't paying thousands, and we'll just add it to your monthly bill. My monthly bill is way too much already.
It really is.
So no, I don't. If I can get the phone for free, I'll be happy to.
We should have took advantage of that deal when they sent it to us.
Yeah, there was that one that we got. We got like, I think they screwed up and sent me the wrong one. Because they send me Samsung deals all the time.
Yeah, because you have a Samsung.
Because I have a Samsung. But yeah, if they sent me an Apple, I would do it.
Okay. I'm going to move to a smaller brush so I can get around my thingy.
Watch it now. We have kids in the room.
You behave.
I am. Am I being a good boy, Demar? Yeah, he said yeah.
Sure.
Is Grandpa a good boy?
No.
What?
Hi, Ariana.
Hi, Ariana.
And I'm just going to go around my wreath. I still have a little bit of bronze on my paint here.
So, I have to say, we do this every now and then. We try to find something new to watch. And we never do, and we wind up watching old stuff. So I'm going through that 70s show for, I think, the 5th time. And you finally got fed up with it, I think, after the 3rd season. Can we please watch something besides the kids in the basement?
Yes. Because we watch it every night, baby.
Well, because once I started, I got to do it.
Okay.
So Ghosts went way too fast, but it was a strike year.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. They had a shortened year. You're watching Umbrella Academy.
I am.
Excuse me. I'm trying the
It's because
English
you did-
Ghosts.
Oh, it seems like it's darker and like, I don't know.
England's comedy has changed significantly. If you're from the UK, tell me where I'm wrong. I used to love UK shows.
Mm-hmm.
And they just got away from funny. They went into uncomfortable. And
That's happened here too, though.
It really has. The Office is uncomfortable, and I just have no tolerance. So I've kind of gotten away from UK shows. I'm going to try the UK Ghosts. I've watched one episode. I'm going to give it a shot. It's only 5 seasons, so I'm not that worried about it. Their seasons are short.
Yeah.
We'll see. I just heard that they're doing a French version
Oh, wow.
in France, and I think they've got one in Spain that I want to see if I can track down.
That's funny that they're doing different versions, like so many different versions.
Well, if you can make money,
I know.
why not? So you're watching Umbrella Academy.
And I'm watching House of Dragons too.
We drifted into My Name is Earl again for about the 12th time. We'll get back to it.
This is only my 2nd time watching it. I love My Name is Earl, you guys. I think it's hilarious.
Okay.
Hilarious. This is only my 2nd time watching.
Oh, I thought you watched it more. But the
No.
one I started today, because I was on Reddit, and they said the Drew Carey Show is back. It's on a free service called Plex. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, yeah, that's one you downloaded this morning.
Yeah, so I started watching that too. So,
With Mimi.
yes, with Mimi. Susan Schilberg, I do not watch TV at all. We don't have time for you then.
When I say I watch TV, you guys, let's be clear. I listen to TV more than I actually watch it. But I do have days where I just have to stop because I am nonstop most days. And so I will sit down and binge watch. Like I binge watch Bridgerton.
Amanda Velderman, Good Omens is a good one to try. We like Good Omens.
We did. We watched that one. I listened.
Yep.
And my kids give me a hard time. I feel like I'm too close. Let me back up a little bit. My kids give me a hard time because I will watch the same show over and over again. But part of it is because I don't watch intently. Like I don't just sit and watch. I'm usually doing something else. So to me, I miss all kinds of stuff. So when I watch it again, it's almost like watching a whole new show.
Let's see. Amanda
What do you guys think is the green? I think the green goes good. Although I feel like it's kind of flat. Should we do another blend, you guys?
Oh, somebody said dark wax over that would be really good.
Oh, see, dark wax would be good too. Good idea. I was thinking the same thing. It's falling kind of flat.
Shannon Booth. Dark wax over it would be good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Amanda Velderman loves Umbrella Academy. So does Madonna Frazee Rap. Amanda also said never liked that 70s show, but she doesn't like the sitcom style. So I'm guessing you mean the 3 camera on a studio set.
And it's very much because we tried watching that 90s show, and it feels very Nickelodeon. So they are definitely being like deliberate in how they stylize the shooting of those shows.
I like it because the 70s show is literally my teenage years.
Yes.
I mean, I think the characters are supposed to be about 2 years older than me. So functionally, everything they're doing, we did growing up. I just was in Illinois, they're in Wisconsin. But you're right, that 90s show felt off until you said, you were in the kitchen and said, why are you watching a Nickelodeon show? And then I think you're 100% right. They're trying to mimic a Nickelodeon show.
Which would be perfect from a show from the 90s.
For a show from the 90s, for the people who are now in their 30s. And, so
Dom's age.
Yeah. Susan Boehner, Whitmore Glazer, if you're looking for something neat to watch, YouTube has episodes of The Repair Shop. It isn't up to date, but there are 6 seasons available to watch. What is The Repair Shop?
Is that the one from the UK? Because I was watching one from the UK. You guys know what? I'm going to mess around for a few minutes. Hold on.
Karen Moyer loves Ghost, but was disappointed in the British version. We tried.
Yeah, we tried.
We didn't like it.
We didn't like it.
But I'm going to give it another shot just to see. Because like you said, well, we did. Everybody on here recommended Parks and Rec.
Yes.
And said, get past the first season. And that was a rough first season.
It really was.
But you guys were right. After
the
first season,
2 seasons weren't that great either, babe.
They weren't spectacular, but they were all right. Shannon Booth on my 4th round of Supernatural. She needs an intervention, she said. Denise Plummer Thompson, we used to watch Earl. Now we're doing MASH reruns, Forensic Files.
Ooh.
It makes her paranoid to sleep with a window open.
Some of those forensic shows I can watch. Like, I don't know why I can watch CSI, right? The original one from Vegas, I can watch that. Like, I can't watch all of them. The guy from, which one with Horatio? He talks like Captain Kirk all the time. I can't take it.
What?
The CSI.
Oh, I don't watch any of those. So I have no idea.
One of them, the lead character, his name is Horatio.
Oh, I thought you were referring to our Horatio.
No.
Okay.
And he just sounds like Captain Kirk. I cannot watch him.
Okay.
But the other ones I do enjoy watching. I'm almost out of my green, you guys.
Sheila Mortensen Teagan, Fargo is the one I love, but never have time to watch. I've not started it. I probably should. I should watch Umbrella Academy.
I was going to say Fargo it's from the middle. Aren't they in the Midwest, babe?
It's basically just a single season cop show.
But there's multiple seasons, though, right?
But each season's a different story.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. I should watch Umbrella Academy because it is a comic.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Oh, man, I'm getting green on my bronze.
Do you want this on?
I'm doing too much, y'all.
Oh, you just want it on there. Okay. I got to turn me off so I can fix this for tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, I changed the whole thing now. All my fresh green is gone. I put too much of that dark green on there. I'm going to try to soften this edge right here so it's like gradual. Because I don't have any more green. I mean, I could mix some more, but... Okay, that way it's gradual, right? And it doesn't just look like I abruptly stopped that color. Yeah.
I'm back and better than ever. Here, you want me to help? Oh, you got it. Dorothy Lage loves the blending brush. Okay, the repair shop has a lot of interesting creative projects and people. You can watch them in any order because it isn't a plot show. Is this a reality show?
I'm the repair shop that I'm thinking of was out of the UK and
Yes, somebody said it is.
Okay, yes.
And everybody's saying it's CSI Miami.
Oh yeah, see I can't watch that one, y'all. Because
Shannon-
her ratio is just too much for me.
Shannon Booth is Ghost, the one with the bed and breakfast. Yes, they're turning an inherited house into a bed and breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Susan Chilberg, MASH was the best. I love the first 3 seasons. Once Henry's gone and Trapper, I'm out. But there's always one great episode every season after that, where they did something really unique and daring. Like the one episode where Hawkeye had a concussion, and he's with a Korean family who doesn't speak English.
And that was a really good one?
It was, because he's basically monologuing the show.
Oh, the whole time.
Then there was one where the camera was the patient, so everybody talked to the camera.
Oh, I remember that one. That bugged me.
Then there was one where Klinger could see the dead. He was really ill, and he was slipping in and out of a coma. That one was interesting. One where they had to do something in exactly 24 minutes or the patient would die, so they had a clock on the screen, and it matched the runtime. That's why I say they always had one interesting episode every season.
Something innovative or interesting.
Yeah. But for me, I just like the first 3 seasons.
I was little. I mean, I watched MASH. I remember enjoying it, but I was little. I was watching, I like sci-fi even back then, as bad as it was. Where's the one, Land of the Lost? Okay, I think I'm going to stop you guys before I go too far.
Susan Chilberg asked, what are you going to do with this piece eventually?
I'm going to put it on my porch, Susan, because it's whopper jawed, so I can't sell it because it's not centered.
Karen Moyer likes a show you like, Elsbeth.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the next season. I really enjoy that. So I find that I'm always interested in shows where the lead is peculiar. I think it's because I'm peculiar. Or peculiar or exceptional. So like Elizabeth was good. I miss Sherlock, the one with, what's the actor's name?
With Cumberbatch?
It was a show. It wasn't a movie. There's so many different Sherlocks.
Well, he did Sherlock. He did the UK version of Sherlock.
Oh.
With Martin Freeman as Watson. Apparently those two did not like each other.
Really?
Yeah, as actors.
This was, because Lucy Liu was...
Watson in the American.
And the one that I liked, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
let's see. Amy Waters, Frasier is hilarical. Sarah J.D., My Name is Earl is hilarious. I agree.
It really is.
It
The
really
one
was.
where they had cops came to the town is my favorite one. It was hilarious. Be cool, man. Be cool. Sorry.
We were talking about this. The older I get, the more I like shows where there just isn't evil. And I know that's terrible from a story standpoint. You always want conflict.
They have conflict.
But think about it. Earl, on My Name is Earl, basically everybody's kind of good. Even Joy gets to be good.
She's
at
a hot
times.
mess.
She's a mess. But at times.
I broke it.
Oh, you broke your knee? Oh, he broke his knee.
You broke your knee?
He'll never be the same. You broke your knee? What happened?
I broke the knee.
I'm going to try to match this color. It's going to be hard because it's not a single color.
You're okay, buddy. I promise.
Let me neutralize this yellow a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That made me laugh. I broke my knee. Hi, Ariana. Okay. The repair shop isn't reality TV in the American sense of the term. There are about a dozen skilled craftsmen in one place in England who take on repair projects from old toys to musical instruments, paintings, clocks, all with interesting background stories.
Yes, because I think I saw the one, it was an upholstery project. I remember that one. I do need to get back to that. Somehow I lost sight of that. Thank you for reminding me.
I don't know. I just.
So it's like flea market flip without the competition, babe. Think about that. I mean,
Yeah,
because that's
I
what you
know.
complain about is you don't like the competition aspect.
I'm not overwhelmed with flea market flip either. I watch it because I love you.
Oh. I like it because they have really cool ideas.
Oh yeah, I like the Geraldo episode. Sarah JD said. Yeah, that was a good
Geraldo?
one too. Geraldo did an episode of My Name Is Earl, and then I can't think of the name of. She did a Geraldo type show. She was an attorney, and she did one on Raising Hope, which is in that same world.
Wasn't she Judge Judy? Wasn't it Judge Judy on Raising
No, it
Hope?
wasn't Judge Judy, but I didn't watch their shows, but I knew of them.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm just touching up, you guys, where I didn't do a good job of cutting. If I had to do this project all over again, I would have put my laurels down, marked out where they were going to be, and then I would have cut my paper, decoupage, and then put the laurels on top. So don't do what I did, you guys, because then you try to have to cut around, and it's super hard. And now I'm getting paint on my laurels, which, because it's chalk style paint, it's not a big deal. I can just take a wipe and wipe that off, which I will. Somebody suggested that we do some wax, right? I think that's a really good idea, but let's get our other pieces on here.
Oh no!
Dark wax was the suggestion.
And you guys know that when you're using dark wax, I heard somebody saying that they didn't like the dark wax. You want to make sure that you seal your chalk style paint first, because if you don't, it'll just soak up the dark wax and you lose control really quickly of your final finish. So you want to seal your paint first
I got popcorn.
so that you have more control over how dark your finish gets. I wish I had a clamp. And I'm using Type Bond Quick and Thick. I know you guys see a lot of us use this.
There you go.
One of the reasons that we love it is because it gets tacky so fast. Although I should have warmed up my hot glue gun.
You can do it at the end. He wants to push your music.
Oh, you can't push it right now, Pop. All right, did he eat his applesauce already?
Oh yeah. David, I think you would like the repair shop for the history of the items they fix. The experts also collaborate, which is so fun, Flea says. Jenny Marmion loves hearing our grandson's little voice, so cute. You'd think so. You'd think so. After about 10 minutes, hearing the screaming from another room for no other reason than just to hear himself.
Yes.
Not angry, not mad, not frustrated, just, hey, it's time to scream.
He's just digging his own voice right now.
Yeah. What is the Abbott Elementary I don't care for? We tried that one. And boy, that's the one that everybody seems to love. And I can't do it.
I can't do it.
And I like Niecy Nash. She's on that. I like her a lot. She's funny, but...
Oh, yeah, that's one I can watch over again is Reno 911.
Yeah, Reno's hilarious.
It's hilarious. My favorite one is when they thought they won the lottery.
Yeah. Sarah JD, Raising Hope is really funny if you haven't seen it.
Yes, we watched that one. The grandma was my favorite character.
The developer, the showrunner for Earl and My Name Is Hope is a guy named Garcia. I can't think of his first name. I like 3 of his 4 shows.
That's not bad.
So I like Earl, I like Raising Hope, and I like Sprung. I think that's the name of it, Sprung.
Sprung.
Which we saw it. It's 1 season. It's the guy who gets out of jail.
Oh, yeah.
He was the dad on Raising Hope.
Yes.
Oh, broke his knee. He does have a little bruise on it. He really cracked it.
He cracked it good earlier today, yeah. That's why I went in there. I gave him hugs and kisses. And
You'll be okay. The one I didn't like was the guest book. So the dad from My Name Is Earl plays, I think he plays like a park ranger.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the hots for the manager of like cabins, but the show centers on whoever rents the cabin each week.
Oh, I think you watched that. Like,
I watched, I think, a season and a half of it, and I
Okay.
just couldn't. It just wasn't. It was uneven. It didn't have the sense of, because both Earl and Raising Hope don't have bad guys. It's just about finding positivity. Both of them are finding positivity, and I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And the guest book really didn't have that, so it just didn't appeal to me. Susan Schulberg, that green really makes the paper pop. Yes, Raising Hope, Marty Hardy, I do like that. So Sprung is on Amazon's free version, Freebie. I have no idea where guest book is. I don't care. I like I say, I just didn't like it.
I'm trying not to get clear coat on my Laurel because I still need to go clean it up. And if I seal it right now, then I'll be stuck with that paint on there, which is not optimum. I am waiting for my hot glue gun to warm up because what I should have done is put some glue and some hot glue on this trim. The hot glue makes it tack down right away until the glue sets.
So anyway, that's what we're watching right now. We're kind of all over the map between the two of us. I think we got about 4 or 5 shows going.
I'm watching, well, House of Dragons is over. I think I watched the finale. And then I just started watching The Umbrella Academy. Because David has control of the remote most of the time.
Well, that's because you're not always on the couch.
Honestly, I don't watch TV all day when you're not home, baby. So it doesn't matter. I really don't. I can't. Honestly, what's normally happening is David's watching TV and I'm watching TikToks on my phone.
Yeah. Marty Hardy, do you know where Raising Hope is aired? I think it's on Hulu right now.
Is it Hulu?
I think it's on Hulu because it's a Fox show. So Fox shows generally appear on Hulu.
On Hulu.
Fox and FX.
I'm going to go in and do my paper again because I went over with the paint.
Oh, Sarah JD liked the guest book, and she forgot about Sprung. Did they cancel that? No, I think it was just 1 season.
So essentially, they just didn't renew it for whatever
well,
reason.
they ended the story. I guess theoretically you could do another.
They always end the story, but they always find, like Umbrella Academy.
Well, no.
They've like ended the world 3 times now.
No, because remember, Earl got canceled on a cliffhanger.
Did it? Is
It
that
did.
why I was irritated?
I think so. It got canceled on a big cliffhanger.
I don't even know why they canceled it, man. It was good.
It just didn't have the ratings. It was on Fox. So
I thought it was hilarious.
I agree.
I feel like it's one of those shows, because what's another show that didn't do well but has become like kind of a, we were watching
Community. Community never got great ratings, but it was a great show.
Oh, actually Park and Recs, wasn't that one of those shows too?
Parks and Recs was always on the bubble. 30 Rock was always on the bubble. News Radio was always on the bubble. Yeah, they're really great shows. Cheers almost got canceled.
Really?
Yep. Seinfeld almost got canceled. Did terrible ratings. Cheers, what saved it was summer reruns. And Seinfeld, I think, was the same way. I think it was the summer that saved both those shows.
Well, and Reno 911 was always on the bubble too, right?
Well, Reno was ordered to pilot, then they decided, and we just heard this, they decided not to go forward with it,
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
and then they sat on it for like a year, and then another network, Comedy Central, came and said, you guys got anything? And they went, yeah, we got this pilot. So they reshot it, and they picked it up. Which makes sense. It's a cheap show to produce.
It really is. It's hilarious. If you like inappropriate humor, it's hilarious.
Sheila Teagan, I think I'm missing a lot of good TV. It's hard to find timetable to watch anything except Crafting Lives on Facebook.
I watch a lot of crafting on my poor husband's YouTube is all jacked up because his YouTube is connected to our TV, and I'm watching crafting and art videos.
That's fine. For a while there, it was Baby Shark.
Oh my gosh, Baby Shark and the Dancing Skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, Sarah JD, I don't want to say it because Royce has only seen it once, so she's forgotten the ending. But yes, you're right. We will never know.
Don't say it because I forgot.
Yep.
See, and you guys, legitimately, I listen to more TV than I watch. That's why sometimes if it's something like House of Dragons, for instance, is not a really good listening to. I have to like watch that at the end of the night when I'm ready to sit down and watch TV. That's why I don't watch it during the day. Well, I don't watch anything during the day. I'm just too busy. I'm running around like a crazy person.
I can't. So at work, I don't listen to a ton at work. If I'm writing, I can listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not writing, I can listen to a podcast. But if it's a podcast with a visual element, I can't have it because then all I'll do is watch.
Yeah.
And I don't get any work done.
A lot of podcasts have started doing video too.
Correct.
It just increases the amount of engagement. I always said I wanted to do a podcast, but I don't have time.
Amanda Velderman said Baby Shark is in Umbrella Academy. We literally just watched that episode before coming on.
I know, and they let it play in the van way too long too. I was like, why is it still playing? David's like, well, because it's stuck. I'm like, I get it, but from a production standpoint, I guess I was supposed to get irritated though, huh?
Yes.
That was the whole purpose of...
It was. So folding paper, though, I'm all in on a podcast.
Yes. My husband, you guys, he's so good. I'm going to put a post up one day, my ride or die, folding papers.
I don't mind doing it.
And I was shipping out orders. I'm going to get the rest of my pending orders out tomorrow so that when we get the new papers in, we'll be all good to go. Okay, so that's tacking now. I don't think I was going to put the mushrooms on, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. And what time is it too?
It is an hour.
We're at an hour.
This was a long hour. Usually that hour goes by really, really fast.
It went by fast for me.
It really didn't. I didn't think so.
It really didn't.
Amanda Velderman, it was targeting all of us who had to listen to that over and over and over again. It evoked an emotional response.
It did. My emotional response was, turn it off. But you're absolutely right. They were trying to provoke us. And it worked. So you guys see this? This one has been in this bucket for a long time.
I think he's going to need some Tylenol tonight.
For that knee?
Because every now and then he just kind of looks up at it. It's achy. It's hurting.
I think he whacked it jumping on the bed, like jumping into bed, and he hit it on the bar that goes across the bottom. So if you guys have resin, right, and it's already cured, and you want to kind of wrap it around something, you can heat it up. This one's working really well just because the pieces up here are so thin. So you guys see how much more pliable, but not so much on the bottom, right? Because it's super thick down there. So it's not going to get as pliable as the top, but it'll give me enough to be able to kind of wrap it around and form it to the shape of this piece.
Chris Adams is watching the Waltons.
But I think I should paint it first. Okay, question. Would you guys like for me to just finish it? We can just finish it right now, and then we can start with something new next week. Or should I add the mushrooms? Because I feel like the mushrooms are going to add a whole nother time block to it. Where are my... And we still have these that are going to go on the top. And I'm kind of liking leaving them imperfect. And I don't know, maybe that label's a little bit too much. We'll peel that off. If the labels were like black, I think it'd be cool, or brown, but they're like pink and stuff, so we'll pull that off.
Kathleen Hoovis says, paint the mushroom stems the color of the bird's breast, and the top the color of the dark red stamp.
Yeah, I wanted to do kind of something orangey.
Well, Marty Hardy says, finish, no mushrooms.
I feel like we've been on this project for 2 weeks. If I start painting that mushroom, we're going to be like...
And Amanda Velderman says, it will help with the off-center.
It will.
Christy Wittenberg says, yes, mushrooms.
Let's finish the top first, so that way for those of you who are tired of this project, you won't have to come back to it anymore. So I just have these two spools, and I just hot glued them together Let me make sure and look through and make sure my hole is even. So that way this will be like my handle, right, on my pail. And I have some rusty wire, and I should be wearing gloves. If you guys do this at home, wear gloves, because you don't want to get poked and have to go to the hospital and get poked in your belly. It's no fun, but I'm just going to be super careful. So,
Poked in your belly, you just get a tetanus shot.
don't you have to get a tetanus shot in your belly?
No.
No?
Yeah, I always got them because I was always getting poked by something when I was a kid.
Oh,
So, yeah, you would, yeah, it would just be a shot in the arm.
okay. I don't want that either, though. I don't want a shot anywhere. So I have a plan. Let's see if it's going to work. And my plan is to go ahead and feed this through, but then do some little twirly-doos on either side of these so that they don't move. So I'm just going to take, and you could take anything. I could just as well use my, this might be, I don't know, anything round, right? And I'm going to wrap the string around it and make like a little, just something to resist, right? So that that thing doesn't keep falling.
Yeah.
I mean, keep scooting. You guys know what I mean.
Jenny Marmion's right. Rabies is the shot in the belly.
Oh, rabies is a shot in the belly. Okay, Jenny.
But Susan Chilberg agrees with you. She doesn't do shots either.
No, we don't want any shots, but I certainly don't want any rabies shots.
This is why I stay inside. No wildlife going to give me rabies inside.
I don't know.
Karen Moyer, you could cut the bottom of the mushrooms off. Just have enough to hold them together. It'll bring it down just a bit.
I thought about that too, Karen, because it is a little tall on there. I could snip that bottom off a little bit more.
Anne-Marie Langland says tetanus shot hurts, which that I do remember. Do.
It's probably really thick, isn't it? The
I don't
serum?
know, but I just remember it hurt.
Because the thicker the serum, the more it hurts.
I haven't gotten a tetanus since, I'm trying to think the last time. Oh, when I got hurt on stage. I told you that story where the chair cracked me in the side of the head.
Yes.
And I had to go get stitches, so I got a tetanus shot for that.
That's what happened, y'all. He got hit inside the head with a chair. No, I'm just kidding, babe.
It's true. I did it to myself, but I
Where did my snips go?
they
Oh,
got
there they are.
I was going to say. But
Did
yes.
I make that tall enough? Yeah, it's good enough.
So
it's
that
not
would
like
have
we're
been
actually going to be using this, right?
that would have been 85. It's the last time I got a tetanus shot.
Now, if I want it to be extra, which I would be if I wasn't against time, I could take a little rusty washer and glue it over that hole to make it like extra nice.
Susan Chilberg says rabies series are very painful, I'm told. People here I know get the rabies into their thighs.
No.
Karen Moyer, I was just at the doctor, wanted to get my tetanus, completely forgot, so mad at myself. Yeah, you're supposed to get it, what, every 2 years, every 4 years?
Oh,
something like
really?
that? Yeah. But I used to get it whenever I got injured.
When I get my pliers, I'll close this loop, but isn't that going to be cute? I can just hang that on the door with some flowers in there, and that'll be super cute, except that it's wappa-jawed. How much time do we have, babe?
6:07.
Is it only 6:07? Okay, I think
Well, on my tablet it's 6:07, so assume it's like 6:15. Because for whatever reason, my tablet has decided the universal clock doesn't apply to it.
doesn't apply to it.
No.
It's on its own time.
10 years. Amanda Velderman says every 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm still way past. So,
I know.
but like I say, every time I got injured, it was like, when's your last tetanus? I don't know. All right, here you go.
Here's another one.
Yeah. So I got one in college when I broke my jaw. I got one in '85 when the chair hit me on stage. Both those injuries on stage. When I broke my arm,
What'd I do with my other mushroom?
took a nail in the chest. Yeah.
A nail?
Yeah, we were playing hide and seek, and I was trying to squeeze between in a little opening of a fence, and there was an exposed nail. It was a wood fence. And I was a kid, so I snuck and it hurt, and I went the wrong way, so I went in to the nail instead of away from it.
Oh.
So I got punctured pretty good.
You're pretty lucky that didn't like go in your.
No, it was up here. It wasn't anywhere like that would give real damage.
Okay.
You know. And it wasn't that long, you know. Pamela McDowell, I love smashed cans. I made like 30 of them last year. They are so fun to make.
They really are.
But this is not a can, as we know.
It's the same premise. We're just using cardboard.
Yep. Oh, it's 8:16 and I love Texas. That is from whom? Susan Boehner. Thank you, Susan.
Oh, I'm not really adhere these yet. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute as is. We're still going to put the mushrooms because we got to balance it out because Royce made it Whopper jawed. So I'm just trying to think.
Susan Chilberg, explaining getting injured to medical people can be hilarious. Hey, it was a serious hide and seek accident.
It was a serious game of hide and seek.
That's right. Hello.
No.
Who's knocking?
Who's knocking?
Is that
I
Grandma?
am going to paint this really quickly, as quickly as I can. One of the things, I see people get frustrated painting their molds. And one of the things that I find that makes it possible for me to like
Okay.
paint my molds in a way that I enjoy them is to use thin layers rather than trying to paint it in one, go, is to really paint like multiple thin layers on your pieces, as opposed to try to go in with the really opaque layers. And I'm just using water with this paint because I know when I shoot it with my heat gun, it's going to set. But like if you're using DIY paint, you can use like a clear coat. That way your layers will be set in between and you won't just be moving paint around, each time on different layers.
Chris Schmidt says just use the triple mushrooms.
Without the little shorty?
Yeah, Kathleen O'Brien Hoover says, yeah, just use the 3 cluster mushrooms. Amanda Velderman, never heard Whopper jawed before today. Well, you got to go to Minnesota. That's where I learned it.
I don't know where I learned it.
I
You said it.
didn't learn it as Whopper jawed. I learned it as Whoppy jawed.
Oh,
right?
see, I
Whopper
learned it as Whopper jawed.
Yeah.
It's probably somebody, a teacher or something from Minnesota who said it in class, and then, we kids just...
Linda Glenham, good call there. Little McCartney. Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's ringing the bell.
Somebody's knocking at the door.
Susan Schilberg, serious game? Can you imagine the meds in the break room of hide and seek?
Oh. Wasn't there like a game show of hide and seek?
I don't know, but I know Monty Python did a sketch about Olympic hide and seek.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking about, because they were it was like serious business.
Yeah, and it took 10 years and it was a tie, so they had to do it again. Susan Schilberg says Whopper jawed is Hoosier talk. Well, maybe it's something Midwestern. I heard it in Minnesota. So, and I've been to Indiana many a time. I like Indiana. I like the
What were you
Midwest.
doing in Indiana?
In Indiana, let's see, I went to a Notre Dame game, went to my friend's wedding, and a couple times we just went to Indianapolis just to go. Oh, I'm trying to think, there's also a city when you're going towards Michigan that we would stop in. Starts with an F, I can't think of it. Frankfurt, Indiana? That we would go to. We went to Gary. We went to the the national park that's there, which is the Indiana Dunes, I believe. Because Gary's right next to Chicago.
Chicago.
So, you don't particularly want to go to Gary, but
Why not?
It had suffered badly with the Rust Belt losing a lot of its manufacturing and jobs. It really did suffer a great deal.
I kind of want some oxide, but I don't see any over here. I found some. This brown is called Earth, and it's a little warm, but it's not as warm as I want it to be.
Fort Wayne. We used to go to Fort Wayne. Thank you, Pamela Crossman. Yes, Fort Wayne. I knew there was look, it's been 30 years.
So I'm gonna pull in some oxide. You guys, when you put your cans down, make sure you close them.
Frankfurt's in Michigan. Yeah, thank you, Susan. Yeah, like I say, it's been 30 years since I've been back, so. I missed it. What's on the bottom? Pamela McDowell says that's a mold.
Yeah, it's an IOD mold. I don't know which one because I pulled it out of my little.
Susan Boehner Glazer cattywampus you could use in addition to Whopper Jawed. Where is cattywampus? Is that a southern one? I've heard it. I've heard it, but I don't know from where. And everybody's saying, yes, Gary smells. There is a unique odor to Gary, Indiana.
Why?
I think because of the factories that were there.
Oh.
Hey, you awake?
Don't go to sleep yet.
Not yet, bud.
So there are stripes that are going along this this piece. I'm gonna attempt to have. Oh, it worked. I wanted the wash to go down so it could go into those grooves. So I'm gonna dry this layer and try to do that again.
We got about 5 minutes.
5 minutes? I'm almost done, baby. And this is just watered down paint.
Yeah,
I'm gonna dry this and do another layer.
Linda Glenham says maybe New England. Her dad said cattywampus. Although Susan says both of them are Indiana. So, I don't know. I've heard it. I've never really heard people use it on a regular basis, if that makes sense. So I just never knew its origin. But Whopper Jawed, yeah, I heard that throughout the Midwest.
Somebody told me, and I wrote it down on one of my papers, and then I forgot to look it up, but there's a book that talks about the etymology of words.
Oh, Karen Atterbury's 2 hours north of Springfield, and Springfield, Illinois, because there's 8 million Springfields. And she says cattywampus a lot. So there you go. All right. I like Springfield, too. It's a great town. I saw Apocalypse Now there. Stay awake, bud. Okay.
Our poor baby. He's going to all-day kindergarten, and he is worn out.
Yeah.
By the end of the day.
Okay, I'm going to have to take him in, Grandma, because we are fading.
Are we fading?
We are out.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah. Come on, bud. You got to stay awake. Have some juice. Yeah.
You don't want any juice? Did you bring his juice in, babe?
Oh, his juice is here. We got juice. We got popcorn. We got...
Did he eat his applesauce already?
Ate his applesauce. Why don't we call it, baby?
Okay. We'll call it. I'll glue this on, and then I will post a picture in a bit. And if you guys are interested in the Roycycled retreat, you're not making a commitment, you guys. If you sign up for the wait list, you're just saying that you want to receive more information about the retreat. That's all. So you guys can sign up for the wait list for the retreat. If you're on Facebook, you can put #retreat, and Facebook will send you a message. If you are on YouTube, I did make a QR code for you guys to sign up for the wait list. If you're in the Roycycled membership, you guys will be receiving a discounted offer. So don't worry about signing up for the membership, for the wait list. And I think that's all we had for tonight. And I will finish messing around with this mushroom and get it painted and put on there. And I will post a picture. I am very happy to say, you guys, this is the second project I've finished in 2 weeks. Just saying. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. You guys remember, there isn't anything that you guys ever see me do that you cannot absolutely do. You guys can do it. You can do it today. You guys have a blessed week. Join us Friday on Whatnot at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll see you next time. Have a blessed week.